Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the most famous NLP Communication Model. I was amazed when I learned it for the first time that we actually don't know that how exactly we see the world, what happens inside, that we all have different perspectives to see the same situation. I was given a big vast pool of information when I was learning NLP about our brain, subconscious mind, our body, and how exactly it works. You know, when you buy a refrigerator or an AC or a TV, any electronic device, you get a manual. But when we come to this life, we don't get a manual. I feel NLP gave me the manual of how actually we run this life. In NLP, one of the basic principles, perception is projection. Whatever we perceive, we project on others. It also says that we are map creators. We create maps inside us. We create patterns. And through those unique patterns, which create a filter in front of our eyes through which we see the world. Each one's filter is so different. It's just like you are wearing a blue color glass and I'm wearing a pink color glass. And I see the world in pink and you see the world in blue, and then all our life we are fighting to prove that no, the world is pink, and you're trying to prove that no, the world is blue. So how exactly this works? It is taught through a very simple graph or a map, I would say. Let's understand what is the communication model which I was talking about in NLP. If you see here the diagram, any external event that happens in our life, any external event, it goes inside our brain through our 5 senses, isn't it? In NLP, we call it VACOG: visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, and gustatory. In simple terms, visual, sound, feel, which is kinesthetic, smell, and taste. These are the 5 senses through which any external event, the information goes inside. We think that's a simple way. We see something, we feel, have the experience, it goes inside our brain immediately. No, it doesn't happen that way. So through these 5 senses, the whole experience goes inside. And after that, what happens? It goes through few things. The language patterns set in our brain, the belief systems which we have, the meta-programs is a term which I will talk in my other video in detail, the memories of the experiences which we have, time, matter, energy, and space. Now, if you ask me, where does all this come from? And the explanation is 0 to 7 years is what we call is imprint age. That means at that time, our conscious mind is not working. To a 2-year-old child, if I pick a book and say, this is a blackboard, a small blackboard, do you think he will challenge me that no, it's not? No, he's going to accept it that this is a blackboard. Or if I say this is a phone, anything which I tell him, right? So in that age, whatever we are seeing, feeling, experiencing, hearing, smelling, tasting, everything is going inside without any filter, without any conscious chatter. And a lot of emotions, fear, negative or positive, all these emotions, fear, happiness, joy, guilt, these emotions we are feeling, experiencing for the first time in life in that imprint age. 7 to 14 years is what we call our modeling age. In that age, we generally copy people whom we admire and like. We copy some habits of our parents, we copy our teachers, we model our seniors, we model our friends, we model some celebrities, whoever we are fascinated with. That's why it's said that if you have a kid from 7 to 14 years of age at home, do not tell them what to do. Live in a way you want them to be like, and they will copy and model you. Majority of our belief systems, our thought process, the way we take decisions is developed by this age period from 0 to 14 years. And after that, our conscious mind is really active. Actually, after 12, it's very active. So after that, we start analyzing, measuring, saying this is yes, right and wrong after that age. So we have already a set filter through those belief systems set in our mind. So this information goes inside, goes through all of this. And then what we do is, inside our head, we delete some information. Few words that we don't understand, few things with other people are saying we don't understand. We see if we've not seen it before, we delete them. From that external event, we also distort some of the information. That means that from our own understanding, if there's something which we are not clear about, we'll distort that information and understand and make an understanding of our own. We generalize some information. Oh, this is how it used to happen generally. So there's a reference point. So we generalize. So we either delete, distort and generalize the information based on our filters through which we see the world. And based on all of this process, we create our own internal representation of that particular external event. Now imagine if there are 2 or 3 people in the same situation, the internal representation of the external event would be different for all 3 people because their filter of understanding that information is different. Now whatever you create the internal representation in your mind, based on this, you develop a state of mind at that particular moment. And based on what state of mind you are in, your physiology changes. And based on all 3 of this, it shows to the outside world your behavior. That means when we see a person, we see the behavior. And if we don't resonate with the behavior, we don't like that behavior, or we have a wrong frame of mind for that particular behavior, what we think is, by just saying that we don't like this behavior, this is not good, this is not right, we think that we might have an impact on changing the behavior. But is it that easy? No. To have an effect in change in behavior, there's a lot of change work that needs to be done inside, in changing the belief system, in the filter which is already set for years now. This is what the basic communication model of NLP teaches us about. Now, what do we use this information for? Where do we use it? We use it in understanding that the term which is there in NLP, map, is not the territory. People are not just the map which they have inside. There is much more. We can change the map. We can change the belief system, which will have change in the way they speak, they behave. But having said that, we cannot just change any behavior by just saying that this is not right. No matter how many times you say it, you see people repeat that behavior again and again because it's ingrained in the filter. How are you going to change a behavior which has the roots from childhood or from many years? It cannot be changed just by repeating 5-6 times. This also teaches us to understand the term perception is projection. We see the world as we are. through our filters. We do not see the world as it is. And that's why people have different perceptions of the same particular situation or an event. There is so much more to learn about the communication model, about each section of this communication model. And from this, there are rooted many tools and techniques in NLP. When we learn those tools and techniques, we can change behavior, we can change habits, we can change belief systems, we can change the way we take decisions in life, and equip and empower ourselves to excel and cut down all the strings that are holding us back from any experience or memory, which has created a filter for us to see the world in a different way. More to come in the coming videos, in a series of learning NLP to do change work for ourselves and others and to excel in life.